Unfortunately, the idea of cutting your losses is something that is executed very poorly by the individual trader or investor right here, right now. Hey traders, it's Stephen Brooks, and today we're going to be talking about stop losses. Now, I understand why the average trader or investor out there might utilize stop losses. The idea that you could limit your losses and protect yourself from unaccounted for or very large losses that are unexpected, that is a very sound strategy. Now, unfortunately, the idea of cutting your losses is something that is executed very poorly by the individual trader or investor right here, right now. Now, there are two main reasons why I don't like stop loss orders specifically, or something like a trailing stop loss order. There's two reasons why I hate them. The first one is that you have a very high likelihood of getting stopped out. And let me explain that for a second. I'm going to write that down and then I'm going to explain it. But the idea is right now in the S&P 500 of getting hit. Right now in the S&P 500, if you were to place a stop loss 5% below where the market is over the next 30 days, based on what the betting odds are in the market or the options market, the market participants who are betting hundreds of billions of dollars on what I'm about to say, if you place a stop loss 5% below the market right now, the market believes you have a 58% chance of actually getting stopped out. Let me repeat that one more time. I'm shooting this video as of Thursday, February 6th, and right now, if you were to place a stop loss 5% below the S&P 500 or SPY, the market believes, and you can tell this by looking at the options market, but the market believes you have a 58% chance of getting stopped out. I don't know about you, but I would never, ever, with anyone's money, ever put on a trade where I have a better than 50% chance of getting stopped out. So that's one of the reasons that I hate stop loss orders. The next reason is, and this is something that the average trader does not know either, but the next reason is that high frequency traders and algorithms, HFTs, can see your stops. Your stops. This is bad. And as these high technology, as these HFTs, as these algorithms get smarter, as they become more savvy, as they collect more data, they are able to determine whether an order is a buy to open, a buy to close, a buy to cover, right? Or a stop. They are able to tell because of the sheer speed that they can get access to the order book. Based on all the information they have, they can tell if you have a stop loss order in there or a trailing stop order. So what do? They take the billions and billions of dollars that they have at their disposal and they hunt your stop loss orders. Why do they hunt your stop loss orders? Because they know they will get guaranteed fills at those prices. Let's repeat that one more time. Right now, because high frequency trading algorithms get such quick access to the order book because they are so lightning fast to be able to place their trades or just see what other orders are out there, they can tell when you have placed a stop loss order or when you have placed a trailing stop order. And because of that, they will hunt your stop loss orders because they know they will have guaranteed fills of a certain size. They'll get your stop out of the way, then they'll take the market the other way just as they were doing. For all of our traders out there who are watching this video that maybe like to day trade or swing trade as an example, how many of you have had this scenario happen where the market was going up a little bit, you had a stop loss below it, it came down, hit your stop, and then went straight back up? The reason is because the high frequency trading algorithms, they literally know what your stops are, and their job is to make guaranteed money by blowing up your stop losses. So I think Combination of the fact that, again, most stop loss orders and trailing stops have a much better than 50% chance of getting filled. To me, not a good idea whatsoever. And at the same time, there are hundreds of billions of dollars under management by high frequency algorithms whose only job it is to make guaranteed money by hitting your stop losses. And they do that every single day. Now, the idea of cutting your losses early or not having a giant loss, that makes a lot of sense. So the way I would prefer for someone to be able to do this is kind of have a theoretical loss. This way, you won't have your stop loss order in there for a high frequency algorithm to come there, guarantee they make a profit by blowing up your order. If you had a stop loss at, let's say the stock is at 150 and you had a stop loss at 140, in my opinion, you should not put that stop loss order in there. You should say, if the stock gets to that level, 140 or whatever it is, then I'll go ahead and exit the position. Now, some people might say, well, Steven, then I don't want to go ahead and look at the stock all day and track the price in case that happens. That's one of the benefits of a stop loss order is when it happens, it happens. Well, again, based on the fact that you're going to get stopped out more and more often than you can believe, because again, those high frequency algorithms, their only job is again to make guaranteed money by blowing up your stops. I would rather you set an alert on your trading platform for when the price hits a certain factor and then having a market order in to go ahead and exit your share. You will get stopped out way less if you have a theoretical stop loss in your head and you set an alert on your platform to go ahead and let you know when that level has been hit. Especially compared to, again, the fact that these high frequency algorithms are hunting your stops. So again, the idea of stop losses is great. The execution of having a stop loss order or a trailing stop is a horrific idea, especially as these high frequency algorithms become much more seasoned and a lot smarter and a lot faster. So the way to get around it is to protect yourself against big losses is have a theoretical stop and set an alert on your platform to go ahead and let you know exactly when that price has been hit. So folks, again, if you don't have your stop loss orders in, you're going to have that theoretical stop loss triggered a lot less because you have a couple things that are working against you in a pretty big way. I'll see you all in the next video.